Hey guys, welcome to the Men of Iron podcast. Just want to encourage all of you and ask all of you a favor, and that is to share this particular podcast with your mentor, protege, friends, family, network, whoever it might be. It goes a long way to helping Men of Iron grow our podcast community. I want to say thank you in advance for doing that. Over the next several weeks, I'm going to be talking about how to be a successful protege. And this is one of the things where we kind of share some of these things throughout our mentorship training camp. This is a training that we do for mentors and proteges. We do this in person throughout the country. We have a video series that covers it as well. And I want to start today by kind of sharing a story. And it was a few years ago, I received a phone call from a pastor, I believe in Michigan. And he obviously introduces himself on the phone, and he informed me of his particular church's interest in working with Men of Iron, partnering with us to get mentorships off the ground and running within their church and community. And he was asking a lot of questions, but it was the conversation itself really sparked an excitement inside of me because I learned that his father-in-law was actually a protege in another state. And he said something along the lines of, hey, I don't know what happened to my father-in-law, but he's a changed man. And the man that I once knew is no longer. And so he was basically saying, what the heck is going on within these mentorships? And I assured him, right, that neither Men of Iron or Strong 27 that were the sole reasons for this radical change. I mean, in all reality, God gets all the glory for using a mentor to really impact his father-in-law's life. So, yes, this protege was in a great church, right? He was obviously involved with and committed to the Men of Iron and the Strong 27 mentorship curriculum and the framework and the training. However, the church that he's attending, right, or the experience through mentorship are really just the platforms. And God used those platforms to portray this protege's transformation to the rest of the world. And the reason I share this story is because I hung up the phone and I thought to myself, okay, well, why did this particular protege, why did this man's father-in-law have such an incredible breakthrough? And so I was curious to know more about this guy's journey, and I believe that God honors individuals who take initiative in their lives, and that's what I really wanted to know. Was this protege, was this guy's father-in-law taking initiative, or were all these blessings just kind of, in quotations, just happening? And I wanted to hear from him personally, so I decided to look him up. I gave him a ring, and he shared with me over the phone several key aspects of his journey, and I believe the cause of his success lies in the things that he was initiating in his mentorship journey as a protege. And he said this, and I'll never forget, he said, the first thing I do within my mentorship is I create an agenda and I send that to my mentor a few days prior to our meeting. And you see, what we've developed here through Strong 27 is unique because it was originally designed to be a protege-driven experience. So the protege is the one who is expected to lead the charge, and he must be willing and he must be committed to growth. And so this is why we stress the importance of proteges creating agendas for each scheduled meeting. I love what Howard Hendricks states in his book, As Iron Sharpens Iron. He says this: if you are trying to get somewhere, you've got to know where you are going and how you are going to get there. And if you're trying to grow or you're helping someone else grow, you have got to know what the learning objective is and how you are going to accomplish it. And that's exactly what an agenda is. It's a statement of purpose, and it's a plan for achieving it. You see, guys, the concept is simple. God allowed this protege to make huge strides because he took initiative with creating an agenda every other week. And so I want to encourage all of us. Maybe for those in particular that are proteges, I want to encourage you to follow the lead of this protege. Tell your mentor what you want. Tell him what your hopes are. Tell him what your fears, your uncertainty, and your doubts are. Tell him what he can do for you. Approach him with questions and supply him with consistent updates. You see, at the end of the day, men, it takes intentionality. And so we want to encourage all of you proteges that are experiencing mentorship throughout the framework and the structure of Strong 27. have courage, be bold, rise up to this godly standard of leadership and strength, and be intentional about communicating with your mentor ahead of time by creating an agenda for each meeting. How can you be a successful protege? You can plan ahead and make God part of that planning and share that plan with your mentor. We'll talk to you guys next time.